So bringing you your reading for, I got here sticking up, for 6/9/2022. Please hit like and subscribe for a chance to win a free reading. This is whatever I do. Please also visit enchantedskye.com. You can book a reading there. Metaphysical Meanders is my podcast. Also, Astrology Gumbo. Check out your natal chart. Okay, for today, you have this woman. There's woman of power, or it could be just an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. And something's not working out, because it's at its end. Either that woman's backstabbing you, and you're no longer going to be associating with her. You're kind of done. So just to let you know that one. So, and I for me personally, I know what this is. And I'm like, yeah, I just cut somebody out of my life that just, people have a tendency to use me, especially because I'm a psychic, because I could, or learn all their crafts and learn from me, and then they can make their own business and not talk to me anymore. That's the worst. I would never do that to somebody, but if you want to do that, I'm done with you. So I got a feeling that I know who that is. So you're also in a time of healing. Like, you have been wounded and healed, and you're guarded. And now there's something that's hidden that hasn't been yet revealed to you. And it has to do, there's going to be a message pertaining to all of this. Money. Here, I'm going to pull another card, because it's just an odd, you're cutting yourself free from something. Okay. Has to do with a message of money. So I got an idea what that is for me personally. Now, here's something you've been worrying about. You've been worrying about something, and it's useless worrying. Whenever I get this card, it's useless worrying. There's no reason to worry about anything. And you are going to be successful, though. And it has to do with your home and family. And they're telling you, what are you addicted to? What are you, what's chaining you? What's bad for you? Something's bad for you that's not good for you. You need to get rid of, which you're going to be doing today. And I still say it has something to do with home and family. Okay. So there's your reading for the day. And good morning, everybody. I'm on here. I'm going to be taping today. I got so much to do. The sun is out for the next few days, finally. You guys know the Midwest has just been getting bombarded with rain, and it's raining and raining and rain and cold. I mean, it was 51 degrees this morning. And I got up this morning, and I'm in shorts, and I put a sweatshirt on. It's June. But yet it's supposed to be 90 by next week. It's all over the place, right? So, because I've got a lot of work to do. And you guys know I also run a small hosta business. I have to go grab my chickens' eggs, check the chickens. I just always have something to do. But, and I'm working in the yard because it's just a weedy mess. So, also got to finish some fencing. I have a neighbor from hell. You know how you always have one neighbor. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have nobody behind me for a mile. And I have nobody in front of me for a mile, like maybe 5 miles in front of me. Like it's just dense, wooded wilderness, basically. There's coyotes, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, but I've got, on the side of me, I got 2 neighbors, and then I got one neighbor that lives up the hill a little ways around the corner. And he watches my property. Well, my horses got out, and he had to call the police. And he's such a coward that he won't even say who he is, but we know who he is. And he says my horses are out running in the road, and my horses got out, ran across next door because they have 5 acres too. Ran across that, came around my garage, and were eating quietly in my yard. My horses are older; they know better. My horses are well trained. My horses know that if I tell them to do something, they do it. And it just, everybody's got, I have no neighbors. Like, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 neighbors. That's it. And there's, from there, then on, there's nobody. And he always have to have one jerk he's such a jerk, and he's divorced. He put his parents in a home and inherited their house. he's just and the parents were just wonderful people. And he took one day my daughter's little chihuahua got out, and I didn't know. And I'm like, oh my God, the chihuahua got out. a half an hour. He had it at the Humane Society because he's that much of an ass. And he's just, and I keep thinking, what can I do to the police quit coming because he would call all the time. And they basically told him for harassment. Now we've got a new sheriff that came out. And I said to him, I was like, you don't understand this guy. These horses aren't out. They're horses. I've been here in the house the whole time. The horses came around the garage and they're just eating. There's nobody around. It's so, it's so sad. So anyway, I'm trying to figure out how to get even with him a little bit. I know that sounds bad. I just want him to leave me alone more than anything. I guess I shouldn't say even. I've had some friends that say to take some clear crystals and put it like a shield up around the area that he can see my house. I can't even see how he can see because it's just dense trees. He just has nothing better to do. So I'm just trying to figure out. I was sitting here this morning thinking, what can I do? It's ridiculous, and everybody knows he's at the neighborhood ass. So yeah, and he's a coward, and yeah, all of that good stuff. And I'm like, let it go. But it's been going on for 15 years. Anytime anything, I could repay him, and he's had neighbors in the yard driving ATVs with little kids on it that are way underage. I could report him. I don't do it. I get, but because it's, anyway, that's my day. I'm trying to figure out what I need to. I almost wanted to put up like a 10-foot fence just in one spot. And I'm thinking, yeah, in the middle of nowhere, right? So, but like I said, from where I see, I have nothing but I have very, very large. I have a creek, and then it dips down. It's to a marsh. It used to be an old lake. Because we're way up on the hill, you can see it like thousands of years ago. It was a lake, and it's all marsh. And so I probably, like I said, I have no neighbors. I have seven houses. One down the street is another farm, and the other way is another farm, and they're within a quarter of a mile. So. Yeah. So anyway, to make a long story short, yeah. So I'm just trying to figure out. I just want everybody to leave me alone. I haven't done anything, and I'm getting a little tired of it. And the police, after a while, they don't come out anymore. But he's just, yeah. All right. So anyway, yeah, I know. I feel you. That one neighbor, and the whole neighborhood knows he's an ass. They've all said it like he's just a jerk, and I just keep hoping that maybe he doesn't pay his taxes, or he gets his house possessed. You know what I'm saying? Because his parents were such nice people, and their dog used to end up here down by the field by the horses, and it was no big deal. But if my dog were to be up there, he would report my dog. See my point? He's just always one. We live in 10 acres, like there's nobody here, and anything to just make everybody miserable. You know what I'm saying? I honestly think that he hates horses, or he's scared of them. And my horses are the biggest babies. And granted, they're 15.3. They're 1,200 pounds. But my horses wouldn't hurt anybody. They really wouldn't. I've had my granddaughter, who's 2, already on one of the backs of my own horses, because I know that they're safe. And they're old. My oldest horse is 22 years old. 22, 18, 15, and 14. They're not young. They're all geriatric, and when they go, I will not get any more horses, probably. Probably not. I've always wanted to know. I had an Appaloosa that I loved, and they picked on her so bad. If I had to get rid of her, I cried and cried because I loved that horse. And I would probably get an Appaloosa. I like my Appaloosas. I like American breeds. So I'm more of a quarter horse, paint, or Appaloosa person. So anyway, that's enough of that. I knew somebody would take down some sun. Okay, yeah. And watch their house. Oh, he'll love that. You know what, Heather? That's what somebody else said. Why don't you go and get your binoculars and you get like a post? Because I have a deer stand, and they said get up on the deer stand, just stare, make sure he can see you. and you have to see how far away we are. We're probably 500 yards maybe away. We're not even close. And he's just to be an ass. The one day he reported me because my horse was grazing freely in my yard. Horses do not leave where they know they are safe. They know that barn is their security. My horses, I can leave a horse in my yard grazing all day, and they are not going anywhere. You have to understand that. But he's too stupid to know because he doesn't know anything about horses that they're not going anywhere, and he'll call the police. And he's done it. And finally, the police were tired. They were just tired. I said to him, I said, go ahead, give me well, we could give you a citation. They said, no, you don't, because there's no citation in my county. The county, because of the cows and all the horses that are here, you can get a citation if you come out more than 4 times a year for an unattended fence. And I'm like, yeah. The lovely things, I just, and it makes you want to just go buy like acreage. I do have acreage up north where not a single soul, fences make good neighbors, and just where there's not a single soul. But yet I like my neighbors. My neighbors on each side of me are wonderful people. I called my one neighbor right away. I said, you didn't report me, right? And he's like, I'm not even home. What are you talking about? I'm like, and they're real young. They're in their 20s. And then the people on the other side are in their 40s. They're all younger people. And then people that just bought the new house, they're in their 30s. So we're a little bit older than the rest of them, and they're all great people. Matter of fact, they will call me. They'll say, hey, Lana, your horses are out. There's been more than once where I've had to leave my teaching and say, I got to go take care of horses. My horses are running. And usually they don't go anywhere. That's the whole point of what my point was. So anyway, people don't know anything about animals, and all right. Yeah, I agree, Lily. That's funny. So anyway, that I had an accident over the weekend. That was saying that there was no activity. They say they see has no activity and not doing well. Emmy, give me a call later on that. Okay. Good morning, Holly. Appaloosa. Yeah, I know. I love my Appaloosas. Will you get a job in this July month? No. Oh, in July. I was going to say not in June. July, yes, you will. Mid-July. Hi. Hi, Sarabi. Hi, how are you? I come on here every day in the mornings. I know there's a lot of people that are night people. I do a tarot evening, tarot Tuesdays, where I'm on at 8 o'clock at night. Central. So I do it for other people that want to see me, but I'm usually here in the mornings because if you guys know me, I was born at 7:48 in the morning, and I am my best at 8 o'clock in the morning. Did you know that it depends on when you were born, that your circadian rhythms are set from the day you're born and when you're born. And I'm a morning person big time. I like to see the sun come up. I'm excited. Here's the new day. Let's do it. And by about 8 o'clock, I'm good to nobody. I just kind of hang out and go. And very seldom, even if I'm retired, I don't go to bed much later than 10 o'clock. Between 9 and 10, and then I'm up. I was up this morning at 5. Because I'm raring to go because I have a lot of stuff to do today. So I have a lot of taping to do for you guys. I also have a couple of info videos, so be watching those. I'm very unhappy with my advert. I have an advertiser and a marketer that is not doing their job. I'm very unhappy right now, so I have to take care of that too. Basically, fire him. I've given him a week, and he hasn't done one single thing that he said he was going to do. So. Yeah. Anyway, so you guys saw your readings. If you just got on here, you might have to rewatch it, your daily cards. I'll take a few questions. And you know that on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I am not live. So I usually sometimes tape them. Sometimes I don't even do a daily on the weekends. So I am going up to my property up in Wisconsin, up north. So it's about an hour and a half away. It's called the Wisconsin Dells. Beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I got a property on a lake, and I got lots of friends up there that actually live near me here. It's weird. We started talking, and one of them lives like within 3 miles. The other one lives within 4 on each side of me. And because it's an hour and a half away, because the hour and a half away is a nice trip. So to get away. So we all live here, but we have property up there. So it's fun. Anyway, all right, I'm reading some of your questions. How soon will you get get a new job? It's going to be a little while. It might be into August. Just because now, if you wanted to, Virginia, though, if you take whatever comes your way, you can have a job tomorrow. But I'm talking if you want a job that's paying well. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you wanted to go and work at Kohl's until you find something better, there's nothing wrong with that. But like the job that you really want is about the third week of August. And I'm very good with time frames, by the way, if you don't know that. Okay. Let's see what else we get. I gotta get my there we go. Lily, you're with the VA call you soon, September. That's what I get. Okay. How is your work breakfast going to go today? I don't understand quite the question. You must have like a special get together. I feel like everything's pretty smooth. I feel like you might start making a new friend or a new colleague connection today for you. Okay. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. All right. Out of the blue, I received an email from another hospital asking you for an interview. Anna, good for you. I'm so glad. I remember I think, did I tell you that? It seems like I might have. Yeah, it seems like, yeah, some of these people, I know the economy's in recession, but, and some of them are holding off on how they're doing stuff. But I do see of late where they just it's like they release themselves like in June or July. And I do know that this new moon coming, which is, what's the date? The 9th. So you got about 3 or 4 more days before we have a full moon. So it will be over the weekend. So it'll be beautiful over my lake. I have to remember that. Anyway, and they release it, and it seems like it's something to do with the lunar cycles. I don't care what anybody says. It's a lunar cycle thing. Okay? So just to let you guys know. And there will be, like, I believe it's the 12th or the 13th this month. That's the full moon. So, okay. Let me see. Hi, Desiree. Will you ever get well mentally? Yes. Desiree, take time for yourself. Don't overdo anything. You are fine the way you are. I still say you're in some type of kind of like a spiritual awakening, and you kind of feel like you're losing it, but you're not. You're leveling up, dear. Just be gentle with yourself. You're all right. No problem, Virginia. I know you worry too much. It's okay, Anna. I get it. Nancy. Oh, okay. Do you see my daughter starting Ridgeview Elementary or Nancy Cordiac? I want to say it's the second one, Princess. Okay, it's the second one. And all you guys are amazing. You're wonderful. You guys give me a lot of encouragement also, because I'm going to tell you honestly, about a week ago, I was thinking of getting out of this because there's times that I just need to recharge my batteries. And because this is a lot of work. I don't think anybody realizes right now, when I get off of here, it's going to be about an hour. I have to tape more, like 5 videos. And then I have to work on Margaret's, she knows, yearly. So I'm working on it. Sorry, Margaret. Yours is taking a little longer time because I'm taking my time on it. But because those take a lot of time, you guys. Those yearlies, I'm doing 12 5-minute videos. Your numerology, your destiny number, your life path number, your zodiac, the whole astrology thing. It takes a while, and it's a good deal. I mean, to be honest with you, it's only $150. And if you know how much stuff goes into it, it takes me a while to do them. So anyway, I don't have as many people on today because I'm a little earlier. When I go on about 8 o'clock, I had it was like 30 to 50 people, I think I said. I remember, because the numbers are growing. I'm used to having, like I said, like 1 million people on my podcast. I'm not exaggerating. Although I do know the numbers have gone down. The last time we saw it was only 600,000. So it varies. So yeah. Anyway, everybody got any other questions? Because otherwise I'm going to get off here and I'm going to tape for you. Okay. All right. Does James love me, or is there someone else in James's life? I know this is crazy, but it's not there is somebody else in James' life, but it's not love. It's not romantic. I don't know if it's his mother, his daughter. There's somebody else that's female. So and it's just taking up a lot of his time. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay. Sarabhi, when will you be in a relationship? Oh, yeah, I don't know if it's full blown love, but yeah, he's smitten, I guess, with you. There's feelings there. Um, yeah. Let's see. When will you be in a relationship, Sabi? Sabah, Sarabi. Um, you're looking at fall. There's something in the fall, and I want to say you might go through a couple of people. I don't know. Are you on a website or anything? Because I feel like there might be a couple people you might meet. You may be like, but there's somebody that's coming that's going to be more, very slow, but more long term. Okay. Okay. No, we're not going to have another shutdown because I'm going to tell you and that's me, and that's not me as a psychic. That's me as a person. I know for a fact because I remember I have a lot of friends that are also doctors and practitioners, and they're seeing that even though the numbers are going up, there's not as many people in the hospital. Like I said, my daughter went immediately because she's on Stelara, which is immunosuppressant, so it could have killed her. And she was just so upset she had it because she was gone all year. It's the last week of school, and guess what? And so and she's 34. And I told her, I'm like, well, go get the antibodies. And she did, and within a day, she was better. My son-in-law, who has diabetes, and he's got a lot of health problems already, is for being 40. Like, it's crazy. And he's got high blood pressure. He's got all these things wrong. Anyway, he only had it for 3 days, but he's had his shots. So remember that. But he hasn't had the fourth one. None of us in our family are going to get the fourth. We're done. We all together collectively decided 3 is what we're going to get. We're not going to get any more because we're not a shot. We're not anti-vax, but that's ridiculous. We're not going to get one every year. I don't get my flu shot every year either. Anyway, he was better in 3 days with a negative COVID test. So that tells you that even though the one that they've got now is really catchy, it's not as severe because I know lots and lots of people that have it here in the Wisconsin, Chicago area. My nephew had it. He was better. He didn't even give it to my sister-in-law because, he was better in about a week. Just a bad head cold. And so that's kind of what I'm thinking. So, okay. Yeah, you only did the first 2, Anna. I don't blame you. I just went and got the booster, and I made the decision that I've already had it once. And I will tell you though, I had it before there were any shots or anything. And on occasion, when I do get sick, I automatically have an asthma. And I have to have an inhaler when I get a head cold now, which I never had before. So it did affect me. It also affected me mentally, it gave me brain fog, and on occasion I still get a little weird, but other than that, I seem okay. I mean, but I just am not a type of person, I did what I was supposed to do to keep myself healthy overall while the pandemic. I still say it's beginning to wind down. We're going to feel its effects up until 2025, but like I said, it's going to be more like a flu. It's going to be seasonal COVID. Okay. And they have proven, and I was reading research on this, that they're facing worldwide where the cases that are ending up in the hospital and stuff like that are going down. So it's kind of working its way out. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it, but all right. You had 3. Yeah, I've had 3. Yeah, no problem. With that said, you guys, what I'm going to do is take one more question, and then I'm off of here because I got a tape. So be watching. I've got actually a lot of information. I'm also doing my tarot series. Yeah. Okay, Holly, you got to fill me in so I understand who Paul is, so I can give you answers. What is going to happen with Paul? So who is Paul? Tell me who that is. Because I get those kind of calls. It's so funny. I'm on a website, on the international website, and I'm one of the psychics. And I told you this yesterday. It just floors me that they want to go on chat. So there's no verbal communication. And I kept telling them that this woman was saying somebody's name was Mary. Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? And he's like, well, I don't know. And then finally I go, well, it could be somebody this person's related to. It's your wife, right? And I described him her to a T, told her what she liked to do, told her she thanked him for helping her while she was sick. Now, how would I know that? Good lucky guess. I mean, really? And then he finally goes, oh yeah, her mom was named Marilyn. And then gave me a 1 star saying that I didn't connect. Now, I'm sorry, but I've had enough of people's bull crap. And I do try really hard to only deal with my tribe, which you guys are all my tribe. And I have a couple other friends that have YouTube channels, and they're part of my tribe, and I'm part of theirs. So that's why sometimes you're hearing me talk about other people, because they have their own websites too. So I don't mind. I'm being very careful who I'm letting in and who I'm kicking out at this point in my life. So I've got a couple people that have used me, and I'm done. That's why I said today I got the sneaking suspicion that person might be coming back into my life today, and I'm telling her off. So, oh, your ex-boyfriend. So what's going to happen with Paul? I think he's moving somewhere. And like moving away, like changing up. And so if he hasn't moved yet, he's going to. Okay. Everybody take care. Have a great day. I have a lot of work to do. And you guys get working too, okay? If you got your work to do, it's already Thursday. So, but balance. Don't overwork. We are taught as Americans we have to overwork. No. We don't. We don't have to do anything. We don't have to, because we sit and do nothing, we think we're lazy. Oh, we're lazy. No, you're not. Pick and choose your battles. You guys are awesome, and have a great day.